and welcome to Culture on i24 News. I'm Oded Grober. Thank you so much for joining me. Today on our show, we'll have DJs Tomer G and Moran Levy in the studio to talk about a new interesting collaboration. Sitting with me here in the studio are DJ Tomer G and Moran from the group TripL. Together, they recently collaborated with Iranian-born Swedish musician Kodie on the track $1 Million Baby, and I'm very happy to have them here to tell us more about it. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you. Thank you.
So let's start at the beginning. How did this collaboration come about?
Well, it was actually a funny story.
Yeah, it's a fun story.
Oh, I love funny stories.
Yeah, there's a big convention every year in Amsterdam when people get together, all the music industry. So the label, Playground Music, and Uniform Beat, they just arrived to the convention. I met them there, and I had a demo, showed them of the track that we worked on together. Yeah.
Okay.
And we were looking for sort of an interesting artist to be included in this song, and
we found one.
Yeah, and we found one.
Well, you don't need more. Yeah, if it's the right one.
I played it to the label manager, to Patrick, and he listened to it and immediately said, "Okay, I have the right artist for this collaboration," and it was Kodie.
It was Kodie.
Yeah.
It's still Kodie. And the process of working with him, how did it happen? Were you together?
Well, actually, it was more Skype-wise.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of Skype-wise, and actually it's a small, very, very small world to me.
These days it is.
Yeah, the interesting thing is that Kodie is an Iranian artist. He lives in Sweden, so basically it's like an Israeli-Swedish-Iranian collaboration.
Now, obviously, this is something that draws attention, and it sparked my interest as well.
Yeah.
Was it playing a role though while you were working, or was it not really relevant?
Well,
not really.
At the beginning,
we didn't know.
Yeah.
It was,
oh, really?
It was
You didn't even know?
Yeah, we just saw his music and we're listening. Wow, this a cool guy.
It sounds very good in English.
Okay.
Very good in English. And
when you found out, how did you find out?
In the Skype, in the first Skype.
Yeah,
in the first Skype.
Yeah, we just talked to him. We saw his work. He was working with a lot of big artists abroad, and we said, okay, his sound, his
right
vibe.
for the track.
Yeah, so
just right.
We just found out that he is Iranian.
Did he have any issues with you guys being Israeli?
On the contrary, no. He said that music is a universal language,
it certainly
and
is.
that's the way it should be. And he liked the song, and he liked us, and we have a big romance together. Romantic, romance.
If we already touched on politics, these days the situation in Israel and the region the last few weeks has been problematic. Yeah. You guys perform in Europe quite a lot. Yeah. Do you feel that in any way?
Actually, no.
Yeah,
not really.
We need to do like TripL, they're like a trio that they perform a lot, and I'm like an artist that I work a lot in France and also in Spain and in Greece, and I didn't feel anything. Like I'm traveling and I'm doing music and people love music and we're going we're doing huge parties. Nothing, no cancellations.
And what about the other way around? Because we've seen some major artists that canceled performances in Israel. Do you know of DJs that come from abroad? Has there been cancellations or something like that?
Well, I think in the DJ world, it's less. There's a less.
DJs are braver.
Yeah, they're brave. They're coming.
Singers.
Every week there's a big party in Israel with an international DJ. I can say that, right?
Yeah.
So
almost every.
And you know best, like
the club scene, not really. Of course, that at the beginning,
people were a little worried.
Yeah. Also, the Israeli was at home with the news, but now it's a bit different.
Like, now, speaking of the club scene, how has this decade been to the club scene? Because I can tell you, my experience. I don't know if it's just me getting older or if the club scene is subsiding, but I'm guessing it's just me getting older.
It's just you getting older. For sure. But seriously, it became like huge everywhere. Like all if it was like a side-ish thing, you know, to go to a club and go to a party, now it's the real thing. Dance music.
It's more than that.
Yeah, it's became like
the biggest festivals.
Right.
In Europe and everywhere.
Yeah. That's a funny story. Like in Israel, Madonna was performing at the same time Avicii. Like she's the biggest DJs, one of the biggest DJs in the world, were performing at the same time, at the same night, and both were full. So.
All right, now I know what I'm missing out on.
You are missing. Yeah.
Moran and Tomer, thank you so much for coming in.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.